All right, so getting back to a different topic here, combo. So as I was just walking and talking to you guys about, you know, kids and social media and inappropriate pictures and the dangers of it. I don't know if you noticed, but I had mentioned about the smell of weed, some guys playing dominoes. And you know what? That's old school. That used to be something we used to do in our neighborhood and listen to music. The difference with what I noticed and observed was that not only were these guys playing dominoes, because this is what's accepted in society now. This is what's considered the norm, as crazy as it is. But they're sitting up in there, ew, and they're playing dominoes, literally on the sidewalk, on the same block where a few feet away there's a children's park. And I showed you those kids coming out of the park, right? It looked like the teachers had brought them to the park. And not teachers, like daycare providers, like, because they're little. They look like they're in daycare. And these folks are sitting up there playing dominoes, cursing up a storm, and smoking weed. Go figure. Next to the child's park. So, and we wonder why children are lost nowadays, huh? But that's somehow being accepted as the norm. Go figure. I pray really hard. You know, and this does bother me. It bothers me. It breaks my heart to see all of this. I could just only imagine how much it breaks God's heart. How much it breaks God's heart. All that God sacrificed for us. His son. All the love that God continues to give to us since day one. Since day one. In spite of all of this. And continues to. You have to be the Almighty to put up with this species, really, this human species. You have to be. Because only God, the God, can be able to tolerate us and still show mercy, grace, love, forgiveness. Really, hope. Just saying. Right. And, you know, these cop cars were there. Don't get me wrong, I like cops. You know, they put themselves out there for us. Not all of them are crooked. Alright? But they're steady sitting in their car on their phones. It's our society today. On the phone, probably on Facebook. Okay. About to see this video that I'm making. Hello. So yeah, I'll keep you guys on your phone. Just saying. Well, there are moments that I'm going to be having. I'm going to call it real moments. Real talk, real moments, okay? And one of those real moments is going to be basically my experience in the rap industry. Because to me, it's rap. When I grew up, it was rap music. And my experience in it was through the chanting, the rhyming, all that. My experience in all that was through reggae music. Reggae music was big in my neighborhood. growing up, late 70s, the 70s, mid 70s, just in the 70s, and early 80s. Jimmy Spicer, may you rest in peace. He was one of my favorite rap songs. Super rhymes. Sugar Hill Gang. Awesome. Everybody loves some Sugar Hill Gang. And Grandmaster Flash, Cold Crush. I mean, rocking it, yes we are rocking it. Anyway, I got into rap music because not only did I like reggae, but I also used to write poetry a lot. I got into poetry. I used to write a lot about my life, the things and the events going on in my life. Yep. And I really started hitting heavy the poetry when my oldest daughter, Tiana, her dad got sent away. And I was left to raise her by myself. And I used to write about it. And I used to write poetry to him while he was away, serving the 3 to 5. I'm not gonna get into why. Okay. But anyway, that's how I got into rap. And I used to I was with this group. It was me, Skeet, Rodney, Len, and we had our DJ, our 3 MCs. I was a female MC, only female MC, and at that time it was very rare for females to be rhyming because it was dominated by male. So it was a male dominated music at that time. So it was very rare to see females rhyming. And we used to do local things here and there. Our biggest local show, which was more of a talent show, competition, whatever you want to call it, was at the Fever. Yeah. The famous Disco Fever with Sal. What's up, Sal? Shout out to Sal. He helped me a lot in the music biz. He helped me, no doubt. I don't forget the good things people do for me, ever. So anyway, we did this thing called a gong show. Every Thursday they used to have a gong show, the Fever. And we went up there, the guys did their things, and I was like a little secret weapon and I used to dress up. I was always into fashion. That was my thing. When I was in John Jay High School, I was in a fashion club. I used to go in my mother's closet and take out my so-called stepfather's suits and put them on on the DL. Hello. And wear them. I was so daring. I dared to be different. Okay? So yeah, I used to dress up. That's the difference. I wasn't into the sneaks. Not that I didn't like sneaks and sweatsuits and stuff like that, but I like to express myself in a more ladylike type of way. So anyway, they went up there, did their thing, and they always saved me for last. That's how we used to kill it. And I had this gold sequence dress on with these stiletto shoes, hair did, you name it. I always like to do my makeup. My Genie Eye is a Chinky Eye originator. The Lady Devastator, the Chinky Eye originator. And go ahead, because I'm not crossing. See what I'm saying? There's no pedestrian have the right of way. That don't exist either, by the way. Okay? Just saying. So don't assume that because you are the pedestrian and you have a right of way, that a car is going to stop for you. Because it's not. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway, they did that thing. I stepped out and did mine. When they see me stepping out, the crowd would be like, what's she about to do? Strike a pose? Because of the way I was dressed. No, honey, I grabbed that mic and I started spitting them lyrics. Okay? And when I would do that, the whole crowd would go crazy. Oh, yeah. It was good. And so, of course, we stole the show and got that trophy. I still have it till this day. Maybe they could put it in the Rap Hall of Fame. Not. But anyway, I'm gonna have a conversation eventually with you guys about that. But reggae music was it was a lot of chanting, so to me that's where, in my neighborhood where I grew up, in Brooklyn, not the Bronx and Queens or whatever, Brooklyn, downtown to be exact. You know, I knew rap music from coming out of reggae with the chanting, and they would take popular R&B songs and rhyme over them. We used to do that at the jams too. We used to have jams in the schoolyard, like I was mentioning on one of my videos, and you know, you have a rapper go up there and start rhyming. They connect the mic to the equipment and the DJ would do their thing. These were outside jams. And the DJ would do their thing and the MC would get on there and start rhyming. You had your break dancers getting up in there doing their break dancing to Mexicana. That was the jam. And Zorgadona, dance to the, let's dance. Let's dance to the drummer beat. Something like that. Getting old. And yeah, that was the bomb. But anyway, yeah, we get up there and rhyme, break dance until somebody got burnt and caught their feelings, and you know, eventually they started fighting because they couldn't handle getting burned. Loser or loser. But yeah, that's how I remember growing up with rap in my neighborhood. And my neighborhood was mixed with Latinos and African American. It ain't what you see now. You come around here and it's like a variety of things going on here. Gentrification, whatever. They label everything. Everything is labeled nowadays. I choose, you know, in some way, although I personally feel that in the history of what they call hip-hop culture, rap being the music, right, that folks be like they're in denial. Sometimes I feel like they want to act as if AJ Martinez, PKA, the real Roxanne, the chosen one, did not exist in the rap history. But we all know that can never happen, right? You little chunky squirrel. We all know that's not going to happen. Okay? No matter how much they try. But I always felt like the, like that group Outkast. I should call myself the real Outkast. But if you ask me a question, what I think of hip-hop to me is hypocritical. That's what hip stands for, hypocritical. I was very discriminated, and even till this day, you guys can see it for yourself. I don't even have to say it because it exposes itself. So that's something that I plan to get into combo with. Have a deeper discussion about it. But I got some stuff I got to do right now. So love you guys. God bless you. Enjoy this beautiful day. If I don't get back to you today, I definitely will holler at you mañana. Peace and grace be with you always.